Hey guys, this is Craig at 360 Customs. So I've been getting some feedback from you folks, and everyone's asking how 360 Customs got started. So people that know me, friends, family, from a very young age, you know, my dad worked on cars. I like working on cars. It's just a hobby of mine that I enjoy. You know, it's close to my heart. The biggest reason why 360 Customs got started was when I was a kid. You know, my parents were middle class people. They couldn't afford a lot. You know, my first car was a 77 Trans Am. It was gold. It had some wheels on it and stuff like that. The next car I got was a Firebird Formula. And I actually this is going back in the early 90s now, mind you, and I had an car neon kit on it. I had, you know, tail light blackout. I had a bra on it. Those of you remember what the bras are, the leather bras. You know, I did some Flexstone interior work on the dash, which was, you know, back then it was kind of neat. Now it's kind of cheesy. But yeah, so anyhow, the reason why it started is that I couldn't afford to go to a dealership and buy a car that was already done that was, you know, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. You know, I was buying $2,500, $3,000 cars because that's what I could afford. But that doesn't mean that the car didn't have to look like it was worth more money than what it was. So that's basically how 360 Customs got started. You know, the F350 build, perfect example. You know, I went to a new dealership and I was looking at a Dodge Eco Diesel, and you know, the trucks are going for 60 grand. And I built this F350 for around 24,000. You know, and it's a 70,000 mile truck. And granted, it's not a diesel, but it's a 350 long box, and the truck looks brand new, and there's not one around that looks anything like it. So you know, and it's you know, it stands out. I get compliments on that truck 24/7 about they can't believe what year it is. You know, they can't believe all the stuff that's done to it. They're glad I went old school on it with the roll bar and you know, the big Baja lights, KC lights. That stuff you just don't see anymore on new builds. You know, a lot of people are blacking everything out. They're not doing chrome, which I understand why. You know, chrome's a lot of maintenance. That truck is a secondary truck. It doesn't get driven that often. You know, so that's why I did it that way. And it was a tribute to my dad. You know, he's a huge chrome guy, like I said in the other videos, but I'm actually glad I did it because it goes phenomenal with the silver. You know, so that's the biggest thing. That's basically how 360 Customs got started. I just don't like things the way they are stock, and I like to put my 360 Customs treatment on them. I know a lot of you out there can understand that. A lot of you guys on the channel, you know, customize your cars and work on your cars. And if you want, do me a favor, start sending me some photos. I'd love to post them. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a collage together, basically, of the cars that 360 Customs has done in the past. I'd say I can go back probably 10 to 15 years if I go through all my phone chips and stuff like that. But you know, it's a labor of love. You know, it's something I enjoy doing. You know, some people like fishing and hunting. Some people like building guns. I like all that stuff also, but the cars are the biggest thing to me because, you know, that's what I drive around. That's what makes me happy. So you have to be happy when you're driving something, you know. So I don't care if you're driving a Yugo, you know, you could put, you know, a 350 engine in it, you know, or whatever you want to put in it to make the car crazy, or do whatever you want to do to customize it and put your touch on it. But at the end of the day, you're the one that has to be happy driving it. So that's a little bit of an intro to 360 Customs. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please like and subscribe to my page. I need as many followers as I can get because these builds are not cheap, guys. They do cost a large amount of money, and I need all the help I can get. Thanks. I want to give a shout out to RBP, Rolling Big Power. Also Go Rhino. Those are some of my sponsors that help me out with product. The Corvette, I want to give a shout out to OE Wheels. They're based out of Bradenton, Florida. They make by far the best aftermarket stock wheels for a car. So what I mean by that is for the Corvette, I bought C7 Z06 wheels for the car that are exact replicas of what is on that Corvette. The only thing they don't carry are the actual stock center caps, but I found them on eBay for like 80 bucks, and they fit right in the wheel. I mean, that's exact how much exact they are. They took really good care of me. I was able to get tires, wheels, mounted, balanced, and they actually road force balance them. They don't just stick the sticky weights on them, which if you guys know what that means is they basically form the tire to the wheel to basically use the least amount of weight they can possibly use, if any at all. And that was all sent to my house in Washington, mind you, from Florida, from OE Wheel. They took really good care of me. So I'm going to be listing off some other people that helped me out with some of my builds also, and some of the people that helped make this happen. I want to give a shout out to Chris Christensen. He does all my videos for me. He helps me out. If you want to subscribe to his page, he has this page called Telesplash Gaming. Please look it up. It's a phenomenal page. He's been doing this a long time. He reviews all the different games that are out there, consoles, everything about gaming. He's the expert. So please log into his page also. He might actually do an intro here for me on my next video coming up when the vet's finished. And he can put his page up there to have you guys like and subscribe to his page too. He gives a lot of informative information, and he has a ton of followers, so please check him out. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you guys soon. This is 360 Customs out. Thanks, guys.